Welcome back to the Paramount. Bruce Beck and Gil Clancy with you. Earlier tonight in an 8-round welterweight bout, Derrell "Too Sweet" Coley took on Angel Torres. Coley, a good young fighter, 16-0 with 11 KOs, just 22 years of age. His opponent, Angel Torres, 5-1. Gil and I called it earlier. Let's pick it up in round number 4.
Let's take a look at this action. There's one right hand by Coley right on the button. Another right hand, and back with that left hook to the body. That is a fighter that has been trained.
This is round 4, scheduled for 8. Derrell "Too Sweet" Coley, 16-0. In the white trunks and putting the pressure on Angel Torres.
Again, this is a big step up in class for Torres, and you can really see it. He's a willing guy. He's a strong guy. May land a big punch, but that's what he's going to have to do to get into this fight.
He's an action fighter. Only has lost once in 6 pro bouts. Underneath his right eye, tremendous amount of swelling. It's turning black now, and it might shut as this fight goes on.
And would you believe it, Bruce? That's why they call it a black eye.
Hey, you're right. 5-punch combination there by Coley. So you're saying I could have been more concise there?
No, I am not, Bruce. You described it absolutely perfectly.
Not as bad as the time I told you he hit himself in the left head. Gil pointed out he only has one head. Big right hand there thrown by Coley.
They're going to have to take a look at that eye between rounds in the corner. It's really getting angry.
A right hand right on the button by Coley. Another right. And this guy is showing tremendous courage, Torres. He is absorbing lots of leather.
Coley has to be saying to himself, what's keeping this kid up? I've hit him with everything.
And again, everything he's got and landing efficiently. The little nuances, like his movement around the ropes, very impressive on the part of Coley.
Well, you know, it's very difficult to move to your right, Bruce. It's not a natural move, and he makes it so effortlessly. How do you pronounce that?
Effortlessly.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Not an easy one. You're straying into uncommon language, Gil.
There's that uppercut of Torres on the inside.
He's thrown an overhand right, some uppercuts. He's got to the body, he's got to the head. He's mixed it up well. And a pretty move there. You know, he shows a little bit of McGirt when he makes those slipping moves. Big right hand.
That wobbled Torres.
Torres refuses to buckle under. But Coley really putting the pressure on final seconds of the 4th. And Torres somehow stays on his feet. Might have been Coley's best round of the fight.
You hear what I said?
And there's the eye that Gil talked about a couple moments ago that looks very angry. And there's the end swell device that's being used to try to alleviate the big pressure buildup.
Well, that's exactly what they're trying to do, trying to bring down that swell and get that liquid out of there.
If he continues to take this kind of punishment, I'm going to stop the fight. You understand? I don't see this kid get hurt. He's not defending himself, and he's taking an awful lot of punishment. You understand English?
So you hear Arthur Mercanti telling the corner that if he continues to absorb the punishment, he will stop the fight.
Well, Arthur Mercanti always uses good judgment, one of the most solid referees in the business, and I just like the way he explained that all to the corner and to the kid.
So if it happens later, they're not shocked by it, you know? Round number 5. It is scheduled for 8. Coley, 151 pounds, Torres, 149.
Look at those moves by Derrell Coley, side to side, like a dancing master.
Torres putting a little pressure on.
Look at those moves by Derrell Coley, though. It was beautiful how he sets up those combinations. There's that solid left hook to the body. Bruce, he showed us a little bit of everybody today. Buddy McGirt, Julio Cesar Chavez, Simon Brown, Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard. He's showing it all tonight.
That's 5-1. But he is just Derrell Too Sweet Coley. Mercanti separating the fighters. Oh, a left hand that landed. The right hand was blocked. And he doesn't want to get cute here, Gil. He missed with that overhand right. Another right hand that got through.
And Arthur McCanty's really watching the fighters very, very closely now. And it always makes it so difficult for McCanty to step in to stop the fight, because every time it looks like he's going to stop it, Torres wings a good solid punch.
You want a boxing exhibition, you are getting one.
I think McCanty right about now, 2 or 3 more solid punches, I think he's going to step in and stop this fight. He's just completely outclassed. Not outgamed, but outclassed.
Torres continues to show the heart. He has yet to buckle under, and he has absorbed a lot of punishment. "45 seconds to go in round 5. Gil, you have actually seen Coley in trouble, correct?
I haven't in a previous fight, and he came back to stop the guy, which is says a lot about his heart.
Coley with the right hand. He's missed a couple of those overhand rights.
Well, he's getting a little frustrated. He's trying to put a little too much on the punches now. And when you do that, it takes your rhythm away from you.
That left hook to the body, though, has been very consistent. Torres will not back up. Final seconds of the 5th. Referee Arthur Mercanti has stopped the fight at the end of the 5th round, with Torres just taking too much punishment.
Well, he just stepped up in class, and Coley was entirely too much for him. Completely outclassed a very, very game Torres.
And Coley now 17-0 as a pro. Gilly looked impressive.
Certainly did. That movement, that lateral movement, and the way he can put those punches together, remembers to punch to the body, comes back up to the head, shows you just about everything.
I was impressed with the fact that Torres just stood up. He never went down. He never backed off.
Well, he is a tough kid. He was in excellent condition. But again, it was Coley had too much experience and just too much ability.
Coley is 22 years of age. How much more practice and training does this guy need before he steps it up?
Well, I think he just has to keep in a gymnasium, probably increase his strength a little bit, and he'll be a contender.
And a little more experience. Here's ring announcer Ed Darien with the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Arthur Mercanti Sr. stops this bout at the end of the 5th round. And a winner by a TKO and still undefeated, Derrell Too Sweet Coley. Yeah. Coley. And how about a nice round of applause for Angel Torres. Let's hear it.
So Coley remains undefeated, and Gil looked pretty good, showed us a little bit of everything.
This kid has tremendous talent, Bruce. He's 17-0 now. He's the kind of a guy, I just think he may need a little more seasoning and physical strength. But every move in the book, every punch in the book, side to side, not much more you could ask.
Is it natural ability, or is it just the fact that in the gym he's honing his skills?
He's done that. He has the natural ability, and apparently he has very, very good trainers.
And he was in there against the guy who was pretty tough, so you get to learn a little bit more about yourself, don't you?
Well, you know what happens when you're in with a tough guy like that walks in? He makes you look even better. I mean, the other kid was just out of his class with Coley.
Is it the type of guy that you really don't want to rush, however, Gil, just let him grow into his own in terms of his professional ranks?
Well, you see they're doing a good job with him right now. They're not rushing him. They're not looking for big television fights. They're putting him in fights like this, and he will mature into an even better fighter.
So Coley now 17-0 as a professional, and he has to feel pretty good about his performance tonight. After this, well, we'll have to find out where else he'll go. As far as our brute fight of the night is concerned, well, we have to go back to the bout between Lamar Kid Fire Parks and Ricky Thomas. Lamar Parks scoring the unanimous decision